Good morning, it's Andrew Smith from Royal LePage, Kelowna. Welcome to Coffee with Andy without coffee today. Tuesday, July 25th. So for the week ending July 23rd, it's summer. 44 residential sales last week, which is, we dipped below 50, but we haven't dipped below 40, so it's pretty good. We're humming along. Throw another 30 apartment sales onto the average. It was pretty good. But it certainly is starting to slow down. The red light isn't on, but the amber light is on. Let's touch on apartments for a second. The average sale price was $523,000 last week for the 30 units sold. We know if you're watching an obscure vlog or video like this on some dark corner of the internet, you follow this closely, and you know a weekly average is going to be an anomaly one way or the other, either high or low. But with the average last week of 523,000, that's above the 470 that we hit last week. Last week we didn't have any high-end sales, and the observation might be made that maybe the high-end buyer has just put the brakes on things. But last week there were two. There was a $1.1 million sale just over there in One Water, and there was a $1.5 million sale in Pandosy Village. So those happen regularly, and that affects the average sale price, obviously on an annual basis, but it certainly skews it on a weekly basis. And that can be the difference, honestly, between a $520,000 week and a $470,000 week. So things are okay in Condoville. Year to date with condos, there have been 772 sales compared to 969 at this point last year. So we're off a bit. And as for overall prices, we're off 9%. Excuse me, we're off 7.5%. The average sale price at this point last year was $533,000. The average sale price this year is $493,000. So bad news, we're down 7.5% on an annual basis, but we've caught up on a monthly basis and certainly on a weekly basis. So we're probably where we were last year. And once everything's done at the end of the year, we're still going to be down, but certainly nowhere near as bad as people predicted. This recession we've been expecting, we just haven't seen it. The things we measure for a bad housing market, one of the numbers we look at closely are number of foreclosures, and I never talk about that. No one even asks about foreclosures, and there's three. When two of them are in Peachland, and there's one up in Black Mountain. So 3 residential foreclosures on the market. That's low even for boom times. There's always people having money problems. There's always gambling problems. There's addictions. There's job loss. There's health failures. Like, there's foreclosures, but there's just none. So I don't know if that's because banks are working with people earlier to get them out of the soup or what. But there's only 3. Things are kind of okay here. The unemployment rate in Kelowna is 3-point-something%, so that's pretty much full employment. Things are pretty good. Once we do get to August, though, expect these numbers to not fall off a cliff, but slowly. You're not going to see 40, 50, 60 sales in a week. You're probably going to see in the 30s. We might even drop below 40 into the 30s, and that's normal because, let's face it, there's a lot of good things, a lot more fun things than real estate to do in Kelowna when the weather's hot. It's cold today, mind you, but but all in all, it's been a pretty good summer and a pretty good year to date. Thank you once again for watching. I really appreciate it, and we'll be back next week, and I promise to not forget my coffee. Talk soon.